words mean add, what words mean subtract, what words mean multiply, and what words mean divide. Right or wrong? Oh, good. I'm a horrible speller, so. Yeah, that's true. That is a good benefit there. To take away, to subtract away. I like take away. Divide up, put into groups. Great. One says plus addition, minus subtraction, times multiplication, dividend, divisor. There's another word that I usually use when I talk about division. Does anyone know which one I'm thinking of? Quotient. Yep. What? Who said you can't? Isn't quotient, does not mean to divide, the answer to a division problem? Yeah. Okay, I'll give you a few more minutes. These are just some ideas if you have not submitted yet. Subtraction, take away, multiply, divide, division. Groups, I like that. Take away. Sum, yeah, S-U-M for addition, sum. And also for multiplication, product. Doesn't product mean to multiply? So we kind of talked about, again, we got to take a few notes, I promise, not a lot. We talked about expression already, but just quickly, let's remember the definition. The definition of expression was a math sentence with no equal sign. A math sentence with no equal sign. So an example could literally be any combination of numbers, operations, variables, exponents, as long as it doesn't have an equal sign. So my example is just going to be 2x squared plus 10. That is just one example of an expression. There's an infinite number that I could share with you. That is just the one I'm choosing to share. So the next type, oh, go ahead, Bryn. Yes. That is not, that is x like the variable. Okay. If you go up to draw, click on draw. And then on the left, you'll see there's like a pointer at that. There you go. And then you should be able to double click and make your little text boxes. Yes. Okay. So our next type of math sentence is an equation. And an equation is two expressions joined by an equal sign. So the only thing an equation is when you have two expressions and they are joined by an equal sign. I'm not sure what you did, Dawn. Why don't you just X out of OneNote and open it back up, like X out of that tab completely, and then try and open it back up. Maybe that'll help. If not, I will give you a new page before we leave today. It'll be all right. You're welcome. Okay, so an example of an equation would be like 3x plus 6 equals 14. I know that that's an equation because it has an equal sign. Very good. And then the last type of math sentence is an inequality. Did y'all learn about inequalities in your 6th grade class? Okay, yes, no, maybe so. So an inequality and an equation are very similar, okay? An equation is 2 sentences joined by an equal sign. An inequality is 2 expressions. It doesn't, I'll fix it in just a second. Joined by, we have 4 options. What are the 4 options for inequalities? Does anybody know? Yes. It is. So we have less than, we have greater than, we also have less than, equal to, or greater than or equal to. Have you seen those symbols before? Okay, beautiful. The box doesn't. Oh yeah, Renee, for some reason, I was saying that earlier, the inequality box didn't copy to some people's paper. So if you just want to like type or write the word inequality at the top, that's fine with me. I don't know why it did that. And in my example of inequality, is just going to be 3x is greater than or equal to 12. Yeah, Brent. Oh, great question. So if you go up to, I think it's insert at the top of your insert. Well, those are, she's talking about the equal to. That's greater than and less than, but to get the equal to, go up to insert. Next to home. And then if you go to symbol, there's your greater, less than, equal to, there's greater than, equal to. Oh, okay. Yep. You're welcome. I sure can. To expression or equation. Yes. There you are. You're so welcome. Okay, so in a moment, I will in a second, okay? You're good. In a moment, and you're on inequality, Bryn? You are on inequality? Okay. In a moment, I'm going to let you work in a group if you would like to. You do not have to. And I'm about to show you guys what you're going to do. So underneath these 3 definitions, there are 3 lines. One of those lines says expression. One of those lines says equation. One of them says inequality. Yes. If you go to back to draw, and then all the way on the left-hand side, there will be like a cursor. If you click on that, you should, in theory, be able to take these and drag them, these boxes. You want to drag those statements to whatever they represent. So this one says, could someone read that one to me, that right here? It says 4 plus, sorry, I can read it now, twice a number. Would that be an expression, an equation, or an inequality? I'm not going to tell you. You need to decide with your group where that belongs. And there should be 4, because there's 12 of those boxes. You should end up with 4 of them in each of those categories.